Morning habits. What are you into? What do you do in the morning? Do you even make your bed? Huh? Are you those kind of people who sleep with like a little bottle of water next to your bed so that when you wake up you're sipping? Do you pray? Do you take time to make? Do you exercise? Mukali, are you talking to yourself? But hey, to talk to us about all of that is Coach Daisy Ogutu. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mekali.
And to just see you here early, you were here very early.
Yes, I was.
Morning habits, check, 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 check. Not late for a meeting, which is amazing. Kindly introduce yourself to the people.
Yes, my name is Daisy Ogutu, but officially my name is Decima.
Yes.
I am a HR professional and I am also an executive and a life coach.
What came before the other?
HR.
HR.
I've always been in HR. I'm a HR professional.
Okay.
Yes.
And how did you come about, life coaching? When did you realize that you have it within you to, ignite or inspire people to be better or do better?
I guess as a HR leader, you deal a lot with people. And the difference between now being a HR leader and being an executive coach is in HR, we tell people what to do. In organizations, we're always giving directions, setting the pace in terms of where you want the organization to be at or to go. In coaching is all about asking questions. So I will not give you the answers because you already know what you want.
Yes.
So it's purely asking questions. And I think for me, my aha or my big transition was in 2015.
What happened?
When I started asking myself, what next? What next?
Alafu.
Yes. What next? I got into training, started coaching within the corporate organization. Then in 2017, I took a sabbatical just to try and find myself, find my purpose. And as they say, the rest is history. So I'm actually living my purpose, which is to inspire, ignite, and motivate one person at a time through honesty and respect. Because then the more you ask questions, the more people become comfortable with who they are, and we see huge transformation in life.
That's beautiful. Most of the times when we ask questions, we don't answer them truthfully. So are you able to realize that maybe I just need to ask the same question paraphrased in a different way to sort of like get the truth that is within them?
Yes, the most interesting thing, if you have children ask questions.
Yes, they do.
So we are all wired to ask questions.
Yes.
But I don't know what happens as we grow into adulthood. Something changes. We stop asking questions. So in coaching, when you start asking those powerful questions, people look at you like, what is it? What are you trying to get to? But the more we ask questions, for example, you've had the 7 whys. Why do you do this? Why? Why is it important? If you continuously ask yourself questions, then you start getting into a clarity zone where you understand why you do certain things or you behave in a particular manner.
Wow.
And it empowers you to change or to adjust where necessary because you know what needs to be done, not the coach.
Let's talk about the morning habits, what we need to do in the morning. Just make sure that we are in the right course. The day starts there. What are some of those habits that, we need to be keen on or probably just, keep doing every other day to just make sure that we are on the right course?
I guess it's different for different people.
Okay.
But if I may give my example, one, I don't use an alarm to wake up. My
You don't?
body clock knows I'm an early riser.
Okay.
So automatically around 4:35 a.m. my eyes will open. I start with prayers. I'm a Christian, so I thank God for the opportunity. Other than that, you've mentioned I sleep with a bottle of water
You do?
next to my bed. So I'll definitely sip water in the morning.
Yeah.
Then, of course, go to the loo if I have to. I exercise in the morning. So the days I run, the days I do yoga. So I'll interchange depending on how I feel. I usually plan my day ahead of time. So the previous night, I'll have figured out what I need to do. But there are people who will write it out in the morning.
Yes.
So I know some
What
of
is
my
that?
clients
How does
do
that help?
To plan your day. You
Okay.
have to plan your day. Time waits for no man.
That's true.
So if you want to start at 8, you must have a plan. If you have children, then there are also other things or other people who are depending on you. I'm big on breakfast, so I'll make breakfast for my 2 boys, 2 wonderful boys. And of course, after that, take a shower, get ready, and out of the house. If not, now we work from home.
Yeah.
Get into my study area and start working.
And this is your everyday routine.
Yes, more or less, yes.
Did it come automatically, or did this come after your sabbatical, after you chose your purpose, or were you always like this?
I guess mainly after the sabbatical.
Yeah.
Simply because now I understand the value of time. I understand the importance of planning your day. There's nothing as bad as rushing. You know, you wake up and you're doing everything in a rush. You'll find that the emotional aspect also checks in, where you now start snapping, you're on the road, you're honking, you know, hooting at
You're
people.
late.
You're late.
Yes.
And you want everyone else to give you way.
Yes.
It doesn't work like that. So I'm a believer that if you plan your life, then everything flows in a calm manner and in a structured way. So I believe in structure as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's conversations around making the bed in the morning, and it's one of those things that you'll hear left, right, center, that, you know, if you don't make your bed, then this is what it says about you and your day and you as a person. You know what I mean? Do you have anything around, like, you know, waking up and making sure that you're making your bed? And then there are people who are like, the bed needs to be aired, just let it out, and then when you come back in the evening, just make your bed and then get in.
Mikali, how many hours do you spend on that bed?
Kidogo.
For you. For other people, it might be 6 to 8 hours. Right?
Okay.
So the number one discipline that any human being must have is to at least make your bed. That's a rule of thumb. My boys do it religiously. I do not make their bed. So it's good to make your bed. It's good to air it. I don't know how, when they say airing, what they mean, whether to flip your sheets open or whatever. But I believe that it forms part of a discipline. Just make your bed.
I went to boarding school at a very young age, so it's something that I did. I think I rebelled against it when I was older. I was just like, they made me make my bed. But yeah, I get the importance of making. I try once in a while, guys. Don't look at me like that. But there's also there are people who wake up in the morning and they find peace or tranquility in, you know, meditation and keeping quiet. Some will find it in reading. What is the importance of these two things?
I guess depending on how you view your life, in terms of where you are or where you want to go, meditation is just quieting your mind.
Quieting your mind.
Just being in a peaceful place where you focus inward as opposed to outwardly. So I guess it calms you down, and it might mean different things for different people. It could be, I just need to sit in my room and pray for half an hour. That would be my translation for meditation. For other people, it's of course sitting with your legs crossed and, you know, just sitting still. Different people do different things. I believe that it is important for us, especially considering the world has become small. You're now in Kenya, but you know what's happening in the US or any other part of the world. We need to take time back and focus inwardly. Ask yourself, what do I want? Where am I going? Just take a chill pill, you know?
5
Breathe
minutes,
in.
10 minutes, just to yourself. What about the people that their clocks are different from ours? Because we'll just focus on the morning, then there are people who morning is when they're checking in. Does it mean like the same routine can be done when I'm getting in for my night shift or my midday shift? Is it the same routine all over again? Is that your morning?
Yeah. We all have different DNAs. So the way I do things is not necessarily how you do yours. But I believe that we all need to take, you know, have that moment where we focus inwardly. The truth is, if you don't do it, your body will definitely force you. The body gives in at a particular time. Whether you're an early morning person or late evening, it doesn't matter. Find time to just calm or quiet your mind. It should be part and parcel of what we do, regardless of what patterns we have in life.
As a coach, you will be approached by different people to help them in different things. What is the first thing that will happen, or when I come to see you? Because we'll come see you expecting like instant, Nimenda, I'm seeing Coach Daisy, so this is expect like in a week or in a month I'll be straight as an arrow, my objectives will be in line and stuff like that. But what is the first step, like when I decide I am going to see a coach because I realize that I need it as a person?
A number of people think we have a magic wand. So
You
Mwikali
don't?
comes and I'll move it and I'll be like, okay, Mwikali, tell me what is it? And then, you know, there's no magic wand really. When people come to see me the first time, we call it I call it just to get to know the person, because then coaching is so personal, and there must also be chemistry. So you can't just coach any Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yep.
So the first meeting for me is to gauge whether you've spoken to other coaches as well. What are you looking for? And is it in my domain, or is it in an area that I could help you with?
Okay.
Yes.
So that happens at the first meeting.
The first meeting.
That is coaching. Kindly, just for anybody who's a bit confused about coaching and mentoring, I think they're two different things.
Very different.
Yes. Maybe you can just break it down for viewers.
Yes. Coaching, as described by International Coach Federation, is about partnering with a client through a thought-provoking and creative process that inspires them to become better, both at a professional level and at a personal level, and helping them move forward based on where they are at.
Okay, that's beautiful. My take home as we come to the end of this is we need to take time to look inwardly. You need to take time to quiet yourself.
Yes.
But we are taking a very short commercial break. We'll be right back. And Daisy Ogutu is still in studio. Don't go too far. Welcome back. Welcome. And thank you for the love. I see your love. Mnashangani meamka mapema aje. How am I able to switch? I am here. It's Full Circle with Wikali. So thank you so much. Ben wa Macha, morning Wikali. Macha is well represented. Welcome to Full Circle. Asante Sana. Pesty Lorder, can't wait. Full Circle with Mikali, Rise and Shine. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning from Kamukunji. Thank you so much for sending in your messages. Let us know, what are your morning habits? What is it that you do in the morning that it's a constant for you, that you have to? Whatever it is, it probably goes into tell like how your day is going to be. For me, if I do not, I don't eat in the morning as well. I have terrible morning habits. But Coach Daisy is in studio to help us all with that. Why is they keep saying that breakfast is such an important meal?
It is.
I can't. I don't know why. But it's just like if it's not 11 or like midday, sometimes it'll go till 3. And that is, I know, terrible.
Yeah.
I know. Goodness.
No, but different people, different things.
Yeah, that's
again.
true. But then again, it can't, there must be some truth to it, you know? There must be some truth to it why breakfast is important. And there are probably a few Mukalis out there struggling with eating in the morning. What does that do for you?
I believe that it sets the pace in terms of your energy levels, your ability to just survive the day.
Have you eaten? Or right now?
In the morning?
Yes.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Did you exercise today?
Yes, I did, my Kali.
What?
I knew I was coming on the show, so you can only practice what you preach.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I don't know. And is your water just like plain? There's so many stories or myths about the particular things in the morning. And what is a hearty breakfast? Good chai na mkate, ama tu chai.
I think it depends on what you can afford and what you really love. There are people who will say ngwashe and tea is good enough. There are people who will take a cup of porridge. There are guys who will eat Weetabix. There are guys who will start with fruits, toast, egg. I guess I'm not a believer in prescribing.
Yes.
You do what your body really requires.
So
if you exercise, the guys who go to the gym for 1.5 hours, you have to eat properly.
Yeah.
Then there are those who a toast of bread and a glass of milk
then
works for them. Yes. So different people, different things. With regards to water, I know we've had so many theories of you need to add lemons or you need to add cucumbers. Again, for me, God created water plain and simple, so just have water.
So just have the water. And this, I think the most important thing is whatever it is that you choose, it needs to be consistent. It needs to be the thing that you do every day. So
consistent.
You have sort of like a routine.
Yes, consistent, and listen to your body. The body never lies.
Okay.
If you're thirsty, you're thirsty. If you're hungry, you're hungry.
Daisy, is it okay if you don't know if you're able to listen? Oh, hear what your body... What language? What language Which is that?
No, there are people who will just eat because everyone around you is eating.
Is eating, yes.
Then there are people who will drink water because everyone around you is drinking water. So there are people who will survive with, the recommended measures is 8 glasses a day.
Yes.
And a day can be as early as 4:30 to 10 when you go to bed. You don't have to drink your 8 glasses between 8 and midday. So just listen to your body and design what works for you. But healthy living is a new big thing, right?
That's the thing.
So listen to your body and get into a routine that works for you.
Would you confidently say that this particular morning habits are habits that are practiced by successful people? If you want to be a successful person, because they're also you've seen the blogs, you've seen
yes, and it's purely from a coaching also part of work that I do.
Okay.
If you're not consistent, nothing changes until you change. So you might know that I need to exercise, not necessarily to lose weight, but just to keep fit and,
energy levels up there.
Yeah, it ups your energy levels. So if you exercise today and then you stop, you will never be consistent. So you need to find something that works for you. It could be walking for 20 minutes a day.
Yes.
That's good enough.
Listen to your body again.
Listen to your body.
Hi, the show is educational. I love it. I have a question. Is it healthy to sleep with your phone beside you? Martin from Isiolo, I think. I think it's Isiolo.
That's debatable. It's debatable.
How so?
I think, one, because from a scientific part of it, I think people say the rays and all those things that phones emit. I don't know. Number one. Number two, there are people who open their eyes in the morning and the first thing they're looking for is my phone. Yeah. But to do what? To read or social media?
Social media, what time is it? Yeah. Did the alarm go off? Is it in the morning? And then social media some more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the phone can also be destructive in the sense that if you're not able to sleep well at night, we see people online late in the night.
Yeah.
Or posting late into the night.
Yeah.
So I believe that it is all about discipline and what works for you. So I would not say it's wrong,
yes.
But then why is it necessary for you to sleep with your phone?
So the why is coming to play again. So there.
What's your why?
Morning Mikali, nimeamka leo mapema ndio nikuone tu. Asante. Much love from Isili. Good morning Mikali. Show iko lit up and ni amo kutoka Kitengela. My morning habit is taking tea and bread. It's consistent. You're listening to your body. That's all that matters. You're doing a good job, Amo. Thank you so much for that. So tunambiangwa hata asubuhi unapata you're being told this CEO, this other CEO of this huge company in the world does this and this and this and this and this and this. Doesn't it come with a bit of pressure to like a normal human being who's probably not a CEO and be like, yeah, this is what they do. They wake up at 3:30 a.m. and it sort of like becomes a pressure to, mtu wa kawaida mwenye naamka 3:30 lakini hata pengine there's nothing much you can do. Probably I don't have money to go to the gym or maybe run around or even that breakfast and stuff. Like, si kila mtu yuko sawa.
Si kila mtu yuko sawa. That is very, very true.
Yeah.
And I believe that news cells or we tend to interview a lot more CEOs than normal human beings. So there are things that works for my shoshos in the village.
Yeah.
They wake up very early, they go to the shamba, come back, have uji, and they get to live long and they are also successful.
Yes.
So it depends on where you want to plug in. So if you only read about CEOs, then that is a pressure you'll
it's just your pressure.
It's your pressure.
Yes.
But if you're in touch with the realities and understand that we are all not equal and different people do different things, I believe that there's a lot for us to learn from those areas that we think that are not for me.
That's true. Yeah. Daisy, what is the one thing that people struggle? I'm sure you've spoken to so many people, young, old, katikati, people who are working, others who are in school. What is the one thing that we struggle with a lot, especially the young ones? Kwa sababu ndio pengine wameamka saa hizi wanatuangalia. What is the one thing that stands out when you talk to many young people?
I interact a lot with young people. and I coach on broad spectrum. So my youngest client is 14, my oldest is 65 and above. To the young ones, I believe that the inability to use their voice. Many people are not able to speak up. Quite a number of us are struggling or have issues that are, parked somewhere and they don't come out. And if they ever come out, they come out in different forms. It could be in how we act. It could be in our behaviors.
Yeah.
It could be, there are those who are just mute. They come to work, plug in, do what needs to be done.
And that's it.
And then they go home. So I think the inability to fully use our voice the right way, by just raising your hand and saying, this is not working for me, or I'm struggling with X, Y, Z. And I'm a parent as well.
Yeah.
I might not be a solution provider for my children, but they might have an auntie, a teacher, a counselor that they can reach out to. So the ability to just raise your hand and say, this is not working for me.
Is it something that happened to us? I don't know. When I look at the young ones right now, well, not my age, like really, really young ones, they're able to speak or say the things that we were not able to. You could never, like, if you were told this is what you need to do, that is what you needed to do. This is just do it. Is it because of that? Because I find like the younger generation are they're speaking up.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I think the world has opened up.
Yes, it
and there are
has.
many ways of communicating.
Yeah.
How many times do you go on social media and you hear so-and-so posted XYZ and no one saw it? We only get to see it after the fact, for example. So they have avenues where they think they are actually voicing, but who are you voicing to? And are those people able to help you? So I might voice, I'm unhappy.
Yes.
What does that mean? There's so many underlined factors
in there.
In there.
When you said 65 is like your oldest, I'm just wondering at that age. Why am I laughing? At that age, there are people who still are probably open to unlearning, relearning new ways to live or to understand or become better versions of themselves.
Yes. And I think when you're much older, the stakes are much higher.
Yes.
Because then it's more about legacy. What am I leaving behind? How do you want people to remember you? So it's no longer about success or being an achiever. It's about who I am and how people view me. So most of it is about finding peace, and being being a better version of who you are in your younger days.
So I know we are different. And it will take different sessions for different people to get probably the results that they're expecting. And probably they're not instant because you have to go back and then practice all the things that came up during the conversation that you're having with, different people. An average kind of timeline that you coach for, is it demarcated or?
Yeah, different coaches will offer different number of sessions. Okay. So on average, it ranges between 6 to 12.
6 to 12?
6 to 12.
Wow.
And of course, the sessions can be timed between 1.5 hours, 2 hours per client. And coaching is a journey.
Yes.
So it's one step at a time. And of course, the client will tell you what they want to achieve because this is about them.
Yeah.
So if you come to see me, I'm a professional and also an executive coach. From a life perspective, you're always angry. So we need to unearth, why are you always angry? And what are your triggers? What are some of the things that you need to change? And why is it important for you to stop being angry? So it's a journey. Remember, some of these things are habits, things that we've formed over time. Yeah. And for you to break a habit, you have to have someone who's holding you accountable, and that is what coaching
is all about. It actually feels like, how you're told, and I don't know what this culture is. We need to change. It's okay to go for therapy, guys. So it actually,
coaching is not therapy.
But it's not therapy. But it feels like naenda kufungua roho tena.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So there's also the difference in terms of like therapy, mentorship, and coaching.
Yes.
Wow, guys. How can people get in touch with you, for anybody who has a question, probably would like to get coached or would just like to be better versions of themselves.
Yeah. I have a Facebook page called Coach Daisy, so they can go and like the page. But other than that, my email address is daisyogutu@gmail.com.
Do you go to them or do they come to you?
I think they come to me when they're ready.
When they're ready.
When the student is ready, the coach shows up.
Now you know. Are you ready to change your life? Kunamgunes Mamwikali, welcome to Full Circle. I'm so glad to see you this morning. Actually, the topic is good and funny at the same time. I just love sleeping. Aki guy. I wake up, sleep, and the habit I want to change is I never get to hear my alarm. I'm always late. What? If it were not for my mom, actually, I couldn't save my life. That is Mili from Moyole. It's a good thing that you're tuned into this conversation, then you know that you need to listen to yourself. Yeah, but thank God you have a mom who wakes you up. You're not late constantly. Asante sana Daisy for coming through.
Thank you so
Looking
much
forward to having even more conversations around this because we work towards getting better. And you say that we have to change so that things around us can change.
Yeah. Nothing changes until you choose to change.
That's what's up, guys. Thank you so much. We're taking a very short commercial break. We will be right back. Remember, we're talking about gifts and we're also talking about owning your story, embracing who you are, what you've become, and the lessons that you've learned along the way with Anita Ray. So stick around for that. We'll be right back.